Everybody, the fans, the pundits, the former players, everybody will have a say on what India's team for the first test match should be. But nobody will know better than the people who are actually assessing the conditions, and even more so who know the state of mind of the individual players involved. We can look from the outside, we can look at the stats, we can look at the state of preparedness, but what is that player feeling about going out there and playing? That is something only the captain and the support staff know. And that is why any discussion on what the actual 11 should be will start with that little limitation, and I'd like to put that up front. Now, having said that, what should India's first 11 be? I think once you get the openers right, the rest tend to select themselves. It's a lot easier. What should the first three be? And India's advantage there is that Vijay, Dhawan, Rahul, you can have them playing the first three. You can have any of those two as the openers and Pujara at 3. But I'm going with 2 openers and Pujara simply because I believe in the first test of a series, it's not only about scoring runs. It's a big component, but it's also playing out time. And I mentioned that because I think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, India are actually pretty amply stocked. So playing out time, negating the new ball is a big factor at the start of a test series. And that's why I'd like to see both Murali Vijay and Cheteshwar Pujara in the side. And I just think, every time I do a blog, I talk about KL Rahul. And so I would actually open with Vijay and KL Rahul. I know that Shikhar Dhawan has got a century in his last performance, completely different opposition, completely different conditions. But I just think I'd rather go with solidity than flair in the first test match. So I'm happy to go in with Murali Vijay and KL Rahul, have Pujara at 3, and then I believe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pick themselves. Even though Ajinkya Rahane has not been in great form, but we saw what value he brings in that last test match in Johannesburg. So Virat Kohli 4, Ajinkya Rahane 5, Dinesh Karthik at 6. I think Rishabh Pant will have to wait his turn. Then you've got Hardik Pandya 7, Ravichandran Ashwin 8, and I think that's as deep batting as any you can ever get. So I think those select themselves. You already got 2 bowlers in there, and that leaves debate only about the last 3. I think India will play 2 spinners. If Bhuvneshwar Kumar was around and fit, I think there might have been a debate over Hardik Pandya's place, because then you could have played Ashwin at 7, Bhuvneshwar as 8, 1 more spinner, 2 quicks, and have it a really, really strong 5-man bowling attack. But I've been impressed with Hardik Pandya, and I think this is an opportunity for him to claim the third seamer's role. At the moment, everyone believes he's 4th seamer, but I think we can throw him in and look at him as a 3rd seamer on tracks that are a little dry. So we've got our first 8 in. I think Kuldeep Yadav goes in simply because England will be thinking so much about him. It's hard on Jadeja. I see Jadeja playing a role as the series progresses. But when I was in England, there was so much talk about Kuldeep Yadav. He's so much in the heads of the England batsmen that you simply have to play him. And I think he's a far, far better long-form batsman than he is a bowler. So while he makes the side as a bowler alone, Kuldeep Yadav at number 9, and that leaves India to pick 2 from among Ishant Sharma, Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Shami. And for the first test, I'm happy to go in with Ishant Sharma and Umesh Yadav. They bowl really well in the warm-up. Yadav's got a lot of overs behind him. He's bowling with pace and hostility, and he reverses the ball well. I love watching Mohammad Shami play, and I think he'll have a role as the series goes along, but I'm just not sure how much bowling he's got behind him, how ready he is. We saw in South Africa that he was blowing hot, blowing cold. When he's one of 2 lead seamers, you cannot have someone who's blowing hot, blowing cold. So I'm happy to go in with Umesh Yadav and Ishant Sharma. So that's my first 11. What would be yours? You wouldn't be a cricket fan if you didn't have a strong view on it already. So do let us know what you think about your views, your comments at CricBuzz. It's always great fun. That's part of the joy of being a cricket fan.